Okay, so the airspeed sensor's not set in place yet, but this is how I'm going to mount it. I've channeled out the foam, and I'm going to have it set out the front of the plane here. Channeled it deep enough. The side holes are over here, so I've got them poking out far enough, I think. For nose dives, yeah, it's not going to be the best, but well, we'll see how we go with it. I can bring it back a little bit more, so I might even put it somewhere like that. I think we'll hot glue that down, and then the board itself, the airspeed sensor board, will mount down in there out of the battery tray, so that's going to be out of the way of the battery. So I've got the GPS now in the left wing. I'm not running the compass, so that's why it's set up the way it is. Channeled out the wiring, and I'm just going to hot glue it all in at the moment. I'd like to put plenty of glue in. And one more blob just so you'll do. Plan will be to I'm going to run some white tape, which I've got here, just to cover it all up. Okay, so what we've got now, let's see, we're up to flight controllers in. I've hot glued that down, connected all the wiring up. We've got our GPS module over here running with the wiring running down. I've just taped that down for the moment and hot glued it in. I've got an airspeed sensor here. The only thing I'm wishing here now, it's very vulnerable to a crash. I think I should have maybe moved it back a little bit, but anyway, we'll deal with that when if that time ever comes. I've also flipping it over. Let's see. So I've glued the airspeed sensor in. That's where the module goes over here. Cut out the foam, make room. I've got my buzzer in there, it's hot glued in. The hot glued the wiring down into there. The video transmitter here, this is a Eachine TX-805. This one here can go up to 800 milliwatts. Has smart audio and all the good stuff, so it's fairly cheap, good value VTX. So I'm gonna be putting this in. Okay, so I've mounted the aerial that's going on the right hand wing as far as it can go. I've got the receiving side of the craft, the GPS and the receiver. When I get that, they'll be going on the other side. So the VTX is here. I'm going to be mounting at this stage. I'm just going to start with this and put this little unused aerial that I've had sitting around. They're a pretty good value, a on-way aerial. Okay, so my aerial just comes through the other side of the wing there. Plan is to hot glue it all down. I'm going to put the video transmitter in here. What I want to do with this is mount this on some standoffs. So I'm going to hot glue these two standoffs in here. It'll be recessed down so nothing's going to hit it when it comes in for landing. I might even put a cover over it. We'll see, to protect it, but it should be fine without it. The purpose of doing it that way is so I can unscrew these two here and take the VTX out if I ever need to. So the wiring is going to come here where I've marked it with a blue pen. It's going to come up here, it's all going to be hot glued in and plugs into the flight controller, which is in the back here. Look at gluing this all in now and mounting it all up, and then we'll go from there. That's fairly flat as it is. It should be deep enough too now, I'll hot glue the two standoffs in there, and I want to, because it's sort of taken away a bit of strength too, I'm going to put quite a bit of hot glue in there, I think, anyway, and that'll help strengthen it all back up again. The main reason I want to put the standoffs in is so I can, like I say, I want to be able to unscrew this, but also the heat sink pulls off, melts hot glue, so I'd rather do it that way. And I just didn't want to glue it in anyway, because I like to be able to pull them out easy if I need to. So I'll let all that dry. That's pretty good as that's all fairly flush. We'll connect that up later on, we'll pull it out to do that. I might just channel the rest of this wiring in now and hot glue that in. Okay, so that's all channeled out. So that should be all deep enough now for the wires. Well and truly, yes, beautifully. Beautiful. This is the only section here I might have to channel out a little bit more, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, we'll hot glue that all in now and finish that off. All right, that's all done. I put more on than I actually was really wanting to, but that's fine. It's going to protect it anyway. I couldn't get it quite down, but it's down far enough. But I've got a bit of a lip here with the glue, but that'll help protect it anyway. This has actually gone up a bit further than I was hoping as well, but anyway, it's not much. It won't affect any of the aerodynamics at all. It's very minimal. So that's completed now. I've got everything running. I actually hooked up the camera to it and got OSD. Everything's running good. The camera was just off the Phantom FX61. So I'm going to let this dry overnight. And we'll pretty much done everything now. Everything's running. I just need a camera for it. Pretty much good to go with the first flight. We even got a prop. It's going to be running. I've only got a 5x4, I think it is. 50-40, I think it is. Just an FPV quad prop that I've got here. It's actually came with it anyway, but I wouldn't mind something a bit bigger. So I've got to work out whether the motor and ESC can handle something a bit bigger. It's only a 20 amp ESC in this, so we'll see how it goes. There's definitely plenty of room for a bigger prop if you can handle it, but I'm guessing I'm just going to have to beef up the motor and ESC though, because that's a 2350, is it? 2300 kV motor Emax and a 20 amp ESC, so I think you wouldn't want to go too much bigger than that, or you burn something out. So that's all done. That's the video transmitter in. Aerial's connected. Everything works. I powered it up with another run cam that I've got, a run cam Eagle, and OSD works beautifully. Camera works, so everything's good there. GPS is in. I ordered an R9 unit from China way back before all this garbage is going on at the moment, and still haven't got it. Yeah, it's a full FR Sky long range module for the back of the X9D, so I'm hoping that hasn't been lost. It's been a while, but I'm just going to give it I'll give it a few more weeks anyway before I start writing to them. But that's the module I'm waiting for, an R9 Slim. That'll go up this end. The battery, I'm going to get a ZOHD battery. They got good lithium ion batteries, a 3500, but if I can get a 7000 in here, which is why I got rid of the split, I think that would be even better, because that would give me some excellent runtime in this little machine. And I'll get another run cam Eagle, I think, for this, or something similar. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it so far. Won't be too much longer, hopefully, and we'll get this one in the air and have a bit of fun with it. Bye for now.